Ladies and gentlemen, gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a mindset, a way of viewing the world that transforms how we think, feel, and live. In a world where stress, comparison, and negativity often dominate our thoughts, gratitude becomes a powerful practice that reconnects us with joy, peace, and purpose. Today, let's explore 5 powerful ways to cultivate gratitude in your daily life. Because when you live with a grateful heart, everything begins to shift. Number 1. Start your day with intention is one of the most transformative habits you can build to cultivate gratitude in your daily life. So often, we wake up and instantly allow the noise of the world to invade our minds. We check our phones, scroll through messages, or dive headfirst into a mental checklist of everything that needs to get done. Without realizing it, we're already stressed before our feet even touch the floor. But there is another way, a better way to begin the day. It starts with a conscious decision to pause, reflect, and choose gratitude before the chaos sets in. The first few moments of your morning carry incredible power. They can either pull you into anxiety or lift you into peace. When you begin your day with a grateful heart, you create a mindset that focuses on abundance rather than lack, on possibilities instead of problems. You're no longer rushing through life on autopilot. You're grounded, centered, and awake to what truly matters. This intentional approach doesn't require hours of effort. Just 5 quiet minutes can shift your entire perspective. You might sit in silence and take a few deep breaths. You might whisper a thank you for another day, for the chance to try again, for the simple gift of life. This act of stillness is like spiritual fuel. It strengthens you before the demands of the day arrive. Gratitude in the morning also serves as a gentle reminder that no matter what lies ahead, you are not starting from emptiness. You already have so much. Maybe it's the comfort of your bed, the sunlight streaming through your window, or the fact that your heart is still beating with purpose. These small acknowledgments train your mind to notice blessings rather than burdens. They bring you back to the present, where peace is always available. And when challenges arise later in the day, your response will be different. Not reactive and overwhelmed, but calm and anchored in something deeper. Starting your day with intention also gives you emotional clarity. Instead of letting the world decide how you feel, you decide. You shape your energy, your focus, and your attitude. That power lies within you, not outside of you. Maybe you set a personal intention like, "Today I will be kind," or "Today I choose patience," or "Today I am grateful for what I have." These declarations are not just words. They are commitments to yourself and to the way you want to live. They act as a compass, guiding your decisions and interactions with more awareness and purpose. This daily practice doesn't promise perfection. You'll still face stress, frustration, and unexpected detours. But what it does promise is alignment. It helps you meet life with a heart that sees beauty in the ordinary, strength in the struggle, and opportunity in every sunrise. When you start your day with intention, you're not just waking up. You're rising with purpose, with clarity, and most importantly, with gratitude. And that changes everything. Number 2. Keep a gratitude journal is one of the most powerful yet simple habits you can develop to transform your mindset and deepen your appreciation for life. In a world that constantly demands more, where distractions are endless and comparison is only a scroll away, taking time each day to reflect on what you're thankful for becomes a sacred act. A gratitude journal isn't just a notebook filled with positive thoughts. It's a mirror that reflects the richness of your daily experiences, even the ones that seem ordinary or small. When you write down what you're grateful for, you force your mind to slow down and notice. It might be the way a loved one smiled at you, the warmth of a meal, or the feeling of peace during a quiet walk. These are the moments that often pass unnoticed in the rush of everyday life. But when you record them, you give them meaning. You allow yourself to recognize the beauty that's already present, even if the day wasn't perfect or extraordinary. The act of journaling shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already here, and that shift can be life-changing. The best part about a gratitude journal is its flexibility. You don't need to write pages of content or follow any strict rules. Simply jotting down 3 to 5 things you're thankful for each night is enough to train your brain to seek out the good. Over time, your perspective begins to evolve. You start noticing blessings throughout the day, knowing you'll reflect on them later. This awareness builds a habit of mindfulness, and mindfulness opens the door to deeper emotional clarity and peace. On difficult days, your gratitude journal becomes more than just a routine. It becomes a source of strength. Flipping back through previous entries, you'll find reminders that good things have happened, that joy has existed in the past, and that it can return again. It becomes evidence that even in the midst of pain or stress, your life holds value, warmth, and connection. It reminds you of who you are at your core, someone capable of hope, resilience, and appreciation. This practice also changes the way you engage with the world. As you reflect on the people, experiences, and moments that you're grateful for, you begin to treat those things with more care. You become more present in conversations, more generous in your responses, and more grounded in your relationships. You stop taking things for granted and start approaching life with an open, humble heart. A gratitude journal is not just a tool for reflection. It's a pathway to emotional growth. It creates space in your life for stillness, honesty, and perspective. And perhaps most importantly, it allows you to document your journey, not just the achievements and milestones, but the quiet blessings and daily wins that remind you life is a gift, and gratitude is how you honor it. Number 3. Practice mindful appreciation is about being fully present in the moment and choosing to recognize the value in what is often overlooked. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to become numb to the ordinary. We rush through routines, distracted by responsibilities and worries, missing the subtle beauty woven into everyday experiences. But when you intentionally pause and allow yourself to see, hear, feel, and acknowledge what's around you, you begin to awaken to the richness of life. Mindful appreciation is not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about shifting your attention toward what is real, meaningful, and often already right in front of you. Think of the small moments that go unnoticed, the gentle breeze on your skin, the sound of laughter, the aroma of your favorite meal, or the comfort of a familiar voice. These are not insignificant. They are the fabric of life, and when you truly see them, you realize how abundant your world really is. Practicing mindful appreciation means you slow down enough to be moved by these moments. It turns a regular cup of coffee into a source of comfort, a kind gesture into a reminder of connection, and a quiet morning into a sanctuary of peace. When you cultivate this mindset, you begin to experience life differently. You no longer wait for big events or dramatic changes to feel grateful. You learn to find joy in the now. Even during hard times, mindful appreciation can ground you. It doesn't take away the pain, but it softens it by reminding you that even in difficulty, beauty and goodness still exist. A walk outside, the support of a friend, the ability to breathe and begin again. These things become your anchor. This practice also enhances your relationships. When you are present with someone, truly listening, making eye contact, and appreciating their presence, they feel seen and valued. This simple shift in attention deepens your connection with others and enriches your ability to give and receive love. You start to cherish people for who they are, not just for what they do. You notice the kindness in their words, the effort in their actions, and the warmth in their presence. Mindful appreciation is also a powerful antidote to negativity. Instead of constantly seeing what's wrong, you start seeing what's right. Instead of being consumed by what's lacking, you begin to notice what's abundant. This shift doesn't come naturally at first. It takes practice and intention, but over time it becomes part of how you live. You no longer take things for granted. You approach each day with eyes open and a heart willing to notice the gifts within it. In the end, mindful appreciation is a quiet revolution. It doesn't change the world around you. It changes how you see it. And when how you see the world changes, everything else begins to follow. You begin to live with deeper awareness, greater peace, and a renewed sense of gratitude for the life you're already living. Number 4. Express it. Speak your gratitude aloud is a powerful act that breathes life into the thoughts and feelings you carry within. While it's meaningful to feel thankful internally, speaking it out loud adds a new dimension of connection, clarity, and emotional impact. It transforms gratitude from a quiet reflection into a living force that builds relationships, uplifts spirits, and spreads warmth. When you verbalize appreciation, whether it's toward others, yourself, or even the circumstances around you, you not only affirm the good, you magnify it. Many people assume that others already know they're appreciated, so they leave those feelings unspoken. But the truth is, no one ever tires of hearing genuine words of appreciation. A simple thank you, I appreciate you, or you matter to me, can go a long way in strengthening bonds. These words, though small, carry immense weight. They can lift someone's mood, restore hope, and make a person feel seen and valued. It might be a friend who always checks in on you, a coworker who supports you quietly, or a family member who shows love through small, consistent acts. Speaking your gratitude aloud lets them know their presence matters and that their actions are not unnoticed. This practice also affects you personally. When you express gratitude aloud, you become more aware of the blessings in your life. It forces you to name them, recognize them, and give them the attention they deserve. Over time, this creates a habit of intentional acknowledgement. You begin to seek out the good because you know you'll speak it. That mindset shift can help rewire your focus from what's lacking to what's already abundant. And when you do this regularly, you start to feel lighter, more connected, and more emotionally present. Speaking gratitude aloud also helps in moments of tension or conflict. Sometimes relationships suffer not from a lack of love, but from a lack of communication. Expressing appreciation, even during challenging times, can soften hearts and open doors. It reminds people that despite disagreements or struggles, their worth hasn't gone unnoticed. Gratitude builds bridges. It disarms pride and invites humility and healing. You can also practice this with yourself. Thank yourself for showing up, for trying, for surviving difficult days. Speak kindly to the person in the mirror. Often, we reserve kind words for others while speaking harshly to ourselves, but your inner voice matters too. Expressing gratitude toward your own efforts builds self-worth and compassion. It reinforces that you're growing, learning, and moving forward, even if progress feels slow. In everyday life, look for opportunities to say something encouraging. Tell your children you're proud of them. Thank your partner for the small things they do. Appreciate a stranger's kindness. Make gratitude part of your daily language, not just a holiday tradition. Because when gratitude is spoken, it doesn't just live in your heart. It becomes a gift you give away. And that gift, once shared, has the power to brighten the lives of others and create a ripple of joy that echoes far beyond your voice. Number 5, turn challenges into growth opportunities begins with a mindset shift. It means choosing to see setbacks not as roadblocks but as invitations to evolve. Life is full of unexpected twists, disappointments, failures, losses, and obstacles that can leave us feeling frustrated, defeated, or even broken. But within every challenge lies the potential for transformation. The key is not to avoid hardship, but to learn from it, to rise through it, and to allow it to shape us into wiser, stronger, and more compassionate versions of ourselves. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. It happens in the tension, in the discomfort, in the moments when we are forced to dig deeper than we ever thought we could. Challenges reveal what we're truly made of. They test our resilience, stretch our faith, and push us to discover strengths we didn't know we had. While it's natural to wish for smooth paths, it's often the rough terrain that teaches us the most. Pain can be a powerful teacher if we're willing to listen. Struggle can be the soil where our greatest victories are planted. When you face a difficulty, ask yourself, what is this moment trying to teach me? How can I grow from this? These questions shift your focus from victimhood to empowerment. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? You begin to ask, what can I do with this? That shift opens the door to learning and growth. Maybe the challenge is building your patience, teaching you endurance, or refining your priorities. Maybe it's showing you who truly supports you or reminding you of what you need to change. This mindset doesn't deny the pain or minimize the struggle. It honors it. But it also refuses to let the struggle have the final word. Turning a challenge into a growth opportunity means acknowledging your emotions, processing them, and then choosing to move forward with intention. It means recognizing that even if something isn't fair or easy, you still have the power to decide what it will mean in your story. Often, the most inspiring people aren't those who have had perfect lives. They're the ones who have faced great hardship and chose to rise anyway. They turned heartbreak into purpose, rejection into redirection, and failure into fuel. You have that same power. The storm you're in right now could become the very thing that prepares you for your greatest season. But it requires courage, reflection, and the belief that something beautiful can come from something painful. Even when the lesson isn't immediately clear, trust that growth is happening beneath the surface. Every challenge you survive adds depth to your character. It strengthens your empathy, sharpens your perspective, and deepens your capacity to appreciate life. Growth isn't always loud or visible. It often happens quietly in the background as you choose to keep showing up, keep learning, and keep believing in the possibility of something better. When you turn your challenges into opportunities for growth, you reclaim your power. You no longer just endure life, you rise through it, and you emerge transformed. Gratitude isn't just something you feel, it's something you live. It's the foundation of a content, purposeful life. When you choose to start your day with intention, record your blessings, savor the moment, speak kind words, and grow through the struggle, you're not just practicing gratitude, you're becoming it. And when that happens, your entire world changes. Not because everything around you shifts, but because you do. God bless you.